Alright guys, welcome back. We are gonna have the regame of the first game of the series, LucifroN against Leenock. We had a little bit of a problem with the previous map, so they decided to go for Ohana as the first map for the series. Tessero, are you still with us?
Sorry, what?
Are you still with us, man?
Of course. I'm excited. I was disappointed. I thought LucifroN had a really nice build before they had to regame. And the map was really interesting, but unfortunately the map wasn't what it was supposed to be. The upgrade on Combat Shield was messed up.
Okay, so the regame is gonna be on Ohana.
Oh, and in the bottom right corner, playing from Spain, it is Quran 3 LucifroN. And in the top left corner, playing from South Korea, we have FXO Leenock.
Okay. I think we should see pretty similar openings. Most likely, usually, I mean, this is pretty annoying for a player. As a caster, you don't really mind because you just waste a couple minutes, but as a player, you really try to think about which strategy to do, and then you realize you have to do it all over again. So this can be a bit frustrating, but these players have a lot of experience. As far as I know, both of them are pretty calm players, and it shouldn't affect them too much to have to regame, especially since nothing much happened in the previous game. They were basically both just expanding and didn't particularly choose any real tech path. I mean, LucifroN went standard opener. Leenock did throw down that Roach Warren, which I'm not sure how much this tells me. And well, LucifroN right now actually not making a barracks. We might see a command center first here. He's not sending out any SCVs on the map. Having a lot of money right now, 300 minerals. Where is he going to make the command center, you think? Oh.
I think you're right, Todd. And then in the meantime, we have Leenock going for Edge first. It'll be interesting to see if Leenock goes for 3 Edge before pool. Yeah.
Leenock actually not choosing to drone scout so far in this series. He's just sending out overlords, and well, the second overlord, I guess, is taking a bit of an interesting route here. Taking a bit of the long way to get in position. And Leenock following this up with a gas followed by a pool. And LucifroN just added on a barracks. Actually 2 barracks, one of them at his wall, one of them near his command center. He's sending out his first SCV to be able to scout a little bit. Leenock already mining from his gas. Well, so far from Leenock, this is exactly the same as in the last game, whereas LucifroN, he went for a bit of a greedier build, which I really like, because he's going to have a very good economy starting this game with. Maybe a 3rd command center even. We might see that. We'll have to see.
I really like turns that go for a lot of economy early on. The only downside is it limits your options of being aggressive. So depending on how greedy you are, you might be surprised by a Zerg that is well prepared and have a lot of stuff. So it really depends to the player's play style and what they want to do. But
Leenock is still mining gas, and LucifroN saw it here for a second. He clicked on the gas. I think he's gonna go for it again, and he might click on the gas just to see if there might be an all-in. We can see if he clicks on the gas. Let's see. Yeah, he's clicking right now, and he sees that about 200 gas has been mined here. So LucifroN is going to be aware there might be an all-in headed his way here. This SCV is going to go down. The natural has been set up for LucifroN. And well, the thing is, Leenock is going to be aware that LucifroN is aware of how much gas he has mined. So from there, Leenock can choose to basically fake an all-in maybe and go for greedier play. And yeah, Leenock is just going to start a second hatchery real quickly here. And well, you know what this tells me? Leenock realizes that this was the first command center, and we might see 2 base mutas, because he might think this is a quick 3rd command center, which he wants to punish with very quick mutas without committing with them, just getting a couple. I covered this strategy with Mr. Bitter earlier. Go check out the VOD, it's up on YouTube. And well, 2 base muta, yeah, against Stern is pretty good. So I don't want to say he's going to do it 100%, but I'm kind of feeling it right now.
I'm really surprised by LucifroN's decision. Like, that bunker placement is really amazes me. At first, if I was LucifroN, what I would have done is I would have put down my barracks at the ramp to prevent the baneling all in. But then again, I'm not Terran player, and as you can see, LucifroN just told me that I was wrong. Decided to build add-ons with his barracks in his main, going for stem first and putting a reactor on his factory. So it's going to be interesting to see how he can repel the spire that Leenock is building right now.
And look, Leenock throws down a baneling nest as well as a spire. I think we saw Scarlet do the exact same thing on the exact same map yesterday. So this might be a common build on this map.
But one thing that
didn't go well for
had
Scarlet.
going for him were tanks, and LucifroN has none of those. So
that's true, but he's gonna have Hellions, which are good as well to have. The thing about yesterday's game is that the Terran was so ready for any kind of attack. He didn't try to go for really greedy, landed third. He didn't move out. Whereas LucifroN, he's well camped so far. He's getting out a lot of Marines and Hellions. And well, Leenock's execution usually, like I said before, is always really good. In my opinion, Leenock is the favorite for this match. So we're gonna have to see how he tries to make this work and maybe he even succeeds. LucifroN right now having a couple Marines, moving out with 2 Hellions and a couple Marines. He's gonna have to be very careful. The creep spread just started.
And he's adding it. Oh, I really would have wished Leenock would have went for the main. Oh, picking off a few Marines that are out of position.
Yeah, he's just gonna pull back after those before losing more Zerglings. The micro and movement of those Zerglings has gotten so much better from Zerg players. And really nice to round here from LucifroN. He should be able to get the Zerglings. He's attacking them from 2 sides and he's gonna get rid of all of them right now. Units killed 22 to 6. And Leenock is moving forward right now. The army supply 33 to 33. We have a couple mutas ready for those Hellions. But oh, Leenock was thinking about counter-attacking for a second here, but he realizes there might be Marines behind those Hellions. He's gonna have to micro really well here. He's trying to catch those Hellions out of position to maybe get a couple of free shots. He's morphed a couple Zerglings here, and I think LucifroN realizes this might have happened, and he's gonna pull back now. He's not gonna commit to this because he would just lose everything and not trade cost effectively. Those mutas trying to move between the army of LucifroN and his base, trying to catch reinforcing units, but LucifroN, he realizes that and he goes forward right now.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that LucifroN went ahead and attacked. That's a really ballsy move. Hopefully he managed to be as cost effective as he can with this army.
And he does not try to split his Marines. He did get a lot of kills before losing this army. He's going to try to fry a couple more drones, getting at least 4 so far. He's actually going to get just 4 total. And well, this was very well done by both players. I'm actually very impressed by LucifroN's read. He has his 3rd command center morphing into an orbital right now. He's adding missile turrets. He realizes he's facing mutas. A lot of missile turrets actually. He's on dual E-base right now. He's not going to choose to add any tanks. He's just getting medivacs and he's going to get a lot more bio, I think, especially Marines. Combat Shield is about to finish second from finish. Leenock is going to try to maybe kill the tech lab. No, he chooses to go for the SCV. He knows he doesn't have much time. There is Marines nearby. LucifroN's teaming here. I'm not sure how much I like this. I don't really like it. And LucifroN has a lot of SCV at this expansion.
I really like LucifroN's position right now.
Look at the drone count.
55 workers to 35 drones. So if LucifroN can survive here, he's going to be in a really good position to win this game.
And LucifroN lifting those depots on time. Wow, this is very close right now. Leenock really attacking an orbital command with his mutas. I don't think that was the best move he could have gone for. He really should have tried to kill this bunker. In which case, he might have won the game right there and then. Leenock right now, he has 42 army supply to the 12 of LucifroN, but he's pulling back for some reason. I think he's just going to give himself some time to morph a couple banelings. He has the carapace upgrade for his air units upgrading right now. And I think he's just going to go for another big wave here. LucifroN needs to land his orbital command between his ramp and his command center if he wants to have a chance to hold right now. His army supply is solo 24 to 43. Leenock right now moving in, going in for the kill. He's not really committing. He's trying to blow up a few units, trying to keep his mutas moving around, sniping units. And I think he's finally going to commit to this. He's moving in now. LucifroN does not have the time to raise his supply depots here, sorry. And yeah, LucifroN is actually holding this right now somehow. I don't know how exactly, but
there's a lot of turrets in the main for LucifroN, so Leenock is very scared to lose all those mutas.
Yeah, but why didn't Leenock try to kill all the Marines and then have his mutalisks finish the job? Actually, Leenock is still not droning. I'm really surprised. But, oh, he did get a couple of extra drones. He killed a bunch of SCVs, but there's 3 orbital. Oh my god! Really nice Baneling Bomb here. I think Leenock is actually the best Zerg in the world when it comes down to those Baneling Bombs. He's just so good at them. He always plays them really well, detonates them on time. He has a great vision. I remember once I played Leenock on Antigua Shipyard. I was at 12 o'clock, he was at 3. And I went for like the 8-gate push with Zealot Archon Stalker. He burrowed like 20 Banelings at his 3rd. And then when I stepped in, he blew up everything. I was like, oh my god. He knew somehow that I wouldn't have a robo from what he scouted. He saw it was an all-in and he was ready for it. So yeah, Leenock always very impressive with those Baneling bombs. LucifroN right now upgrading to 2. You know, I really liked LucifroN's position until a minute ago, but right now, Leenock is gonna take this into a macro game. He's ahead in the work accounts, and he's starting to get his own upgrades. I guess this is still good for LucifroN. He has a supply lead right now, but Leenock is doing such a good job with his Mutalisks. This is like some Julizer Mutalisk control here. He's just being everywhere, sniping units. I think in the future he's gonna try to place his Mutas like he did before between the army of his opponent and his base. If LucifroN ever was to move out, he's forcing a lot of turrets out of his opponent as well. The walker count being even right now, which is better for the Terran, but I don't know, Leenock, I give him a lot of credit in those games where he can get 140 supply or more. His positioning, his army control, his decision making, all of them are tip top. And well, LucifroN is not actually adding more add-ons on his barracks right now. He's just pumping out a lot of Marines, maybe a little bit scared of another big bust from his opponent. He's just trying to secure his upgrades. And Leenock is going to keep on being active with those Mutas while injecting really well. Leenock is not actually adding on an infestation pit so far. He's just sticking to basically Banelings and Mutas. He's getting a couple of upgrades. He's getting Zerg Flyer Carapace level 2 actually. I think he wants those Mutas to last longer against those Marines, and he might just go for the big Zergling, Baneling, Mutalisk army and just try to crush his opponents. Oh, we have a couple tanks being made finally from LucifroN. Oh, I guess he did start making them a while back, and those Mutas are going to pick off one of the barracks, they're going to pick off another one of the turrets. I wouldn't be surprised if LucifroN goes for the building upgrade here, just because those Mutas, they are doing too much work. Oh, the +1 for those tanks finished on time.
There's so many Mutas right now. There's 24 Mutas on the field, and fortunately for LucifroN, his 2-2 on bio just finished. So if Leenock moves in right now, LucifroN has that going for him. But Leenock has been doing a really good job with his Mutas so far, killing as much as he can, picking off a tank here, and killing more bio here and there.
Oh my god, there's so many Banelings right now, 26, and well, let's look a little bit at the game from Leenock's point of view here. I want to see how fast he plays, what he's seeing, and what he chooses to do. He's looking at his Mutas a lot of the time, but then he still injects very well back at home. He does not have much cash. He's morphing a lot of Banelings right now, 15 more. He's gonna have so many Banelings in total. And LucifroN is starting 3-3, he's starting +2 for his mech units. And I think, yeah, Leenock is just gonna go for the big bust here. He's on 108 supply. His Banelings they have morphs right now. He's on a total of 41 Banelings. He wants to go for the attack, but I think considering how much army he sees, oh, he's gonna snipe 2 of the tanks.
Oh my god.
That was so well done. And this is a huge blow here for LucifroN. He's gonna be down to 2 tanks, only 2 tanks. Against this many Banelings, Leenock is moving in right now. And yeah, this is looking very good for Leenock. Blowing up all of those Marines. LucifroN is gonna have to enlist his 3rd command center. Those Banelings right now staying alive. Leenock doing a very good job of moving them around. He's gonna try to kill more of those Marines. Those Mutas, man, there's just so many of them. Why is he going back? You got like 10 Marines against 40 Mutas, man.
I don't know what LucifroN should have done here. I think maybe once he saw that Leenock went for +1 flyer carapace, he should have thought that, okay, maybe Leenock wants to play Muta heavy and maybe get earlier Tors. I really don't know. I really like how Leenock took control of that game and harassed really heavily with his Mutas. I mean, what can you do against 38 Mutas, Todd?
Thors.
I know, but beside that, it's pretty hard. You can see the mutas are ravaging the main.
They actually lost a lot of
Lucifron-
hit points. He has to be very careful with those. He might lose a couple here. Those Marines going the wrong way. He could have actually cornered them a little bit here, but they are going to get away. And Leenock is going to keep on applying pressure with his mutas. Let's go back to his view for a bit. And I really like to watch how fast. I really like this play actually. Like this is how StarCraft should be played. Aggressive play while macroing. And Leenock is just so good at both of those things. And LucifroN is actually finishing 3-3 right now for his Marines. Look at those rally points, man.
There's almost more mutas than Marine. 38 mutas versus 45 Marines right now.
38 mutas, 24 banelings. Those Marines moving into the mutas now. Oh, I thought for a second that those mutas, they were tired of flying away and they wanted to get a piece of those Marines. But Leenock on 57 drones right now is still very committed to this. And I think LucifroN, if he managed to get maxed here, he might just win this game just because his upgrades are so good. He has 3-3 Marines upgrade against 2-0 Zerglings. The two being the attack.
And he rebuilt the armory quite quickly, and he still managed to get +2 siege weapon. So his tanks will really be able to do good damage onto the banelings, and the Taurs will do good damage as well.
Those mutas still trying to get some harass done. There is no turrets at the turn. He might kill a lot of SCVs here. He's up to 27 walkers killed so far. And well, he's so active with those mutas. This is very impressive from Leenock. But time is running out. He has to make something happen. He's really trying to lure LucifroN out of position. Oh, he might have done it here. LucifroN is moving out of his base. Those banelings and those mutas might flank him. Now Leenock realizes that those units are out of position. He moves in with all these banelings. Even if there is a great speed, the Tor is not here. And those mutas are just destroying everything right now with those banelings in support. LucifroN's supply right now getting destroyed by all of those mutas. And well, they're just going to finish a couple of those medivacs. They're going to aim this for this command center. And a couple of Marines try to get rid of some of those mutas. They do get rid. Oh my god! He's got a magic box. Oh wow, this could have gone so much worse for Leenock. Great read here. Noticing those two Taurs being late for the party and just jumping right on top of them, magic boxing really well, making sure he does not lose much mutas. I'm not even sure he lost a single one. The main command center is going to fly away. You can see the Warcraft player here. We remember how Night Elf used to always use to move their Tree of Life once their main was mined out, and he does the exact same with his orbital command. He's just going to fly out of here, but I think this Overlord might be able to spot it, which will be disastrous for LucifroN here. Leenock right now in dominant position, 116 supply to the 44 of LucifroN. LucifroN does scout all those banelings and those Zerglings. He's just going to set up a contain here for now. He pulls a bunch of SCVs. I would have really like to see a couple of barracks being made up front here, as Leenock might just move in for the blowing kill here. And Leenock, he realized that there was a command center here thanks to this Overlord spotting those SCVs mining. Really well placed Overlord. It was there from the start of the game here. Leenock finally upgrading attack. He has +1 already, he's upgrading +2. LucifroN moving out of position here, trying to defend a base that was already sure to die. And he's going to lose everything, and this might be game. Leenock made this work somehow. I think LucifroN did not realize how far ahead he was on upgrade. And he basically just had to turtle, get a good position for a fight. And it would have been very good for him.
Yeah, I really wish LucifroN would have been more careful by grabbing that fort and maybe knock the rocks down and do a slow siege frogging and like have all his tanks siege before trying to establish that fort and have the Taurs there. I think if that would have been done, the fight would have gone even, or maybe even in LucifroN's favor. Unfortunately for him, a couple mistakes made him lose the game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with game 2 of Leenock versus LucifroN.